AM 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate. And now, here are your hosts, Sherry Brown and Tom Lucas.
Good morning. Welcome to the open house. Sherry, pleasure to see you.
Good morning, Tom.
Happy May.
Thank you.
It's May already.
It's May.
That's kind of scary, isn't it? Holy cow.
May showers.
Bring the flowers. Yeah. And Bill Macklem is
You're
here.
absolutely right about the showers.
You had one this morning?
I think so.
Nice for a change. Thank you for doing that, Bill.
Well, I noticed that you guys are standing a lot closer today.
You smell very springy. It's very nice. Welcome to the show. So how's your week been, Billy?
It's been busy, I tell you. People are buying homes. I was just saying earlier off the air that if people got a place to sell, they should be calling their realtors because there is not enough product out there. People are looking for homes. Not necessarily strata of any sort, but certainly houses. They're looking.
So you're talking single-family homes.
Single-family homes are in dire. We need them.
Yes, I've been running around all week trying to find homes for my buyers because they're going quick if they're on a quiet street and not on a busy street. But they are going fast, and so we need some homes.
Yeah, what you're saying is true, because I talk to a lot of realtors, as you know, every week, and they're all saying the same thing. They need more inventory.
We need some good quality inventory.
And
if you price it well, then you know what? It goes fast.
What was that?
I think we have a guest in the house.
Well, we'll find out shortly. So welcome to the Radio Real Estate Show. It's 2 minutes after 10 o'clock. Bill Macklem, who is president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, is here. And in just a few minutes, Bill will have his usual witty mortgage update of the week, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Bill will also answer your mortgage question of the week.
Later in the show, we're going to continue our discussion on the new CMHC rules and how they'll affect anyone that's self-employed.
So as we discovered last week, this is not what you'd call good news.
This is not good news.
All right, Bill, I'm looking forward to that. Finn Jensen, who is our Radio Real Estate Home Handyman, says those barbecues are getting to look a little bit better and more complex each and every day.
Yes, and we'll talk about court-ordered sales and foreclosures with our special guest today, Brian Morrison of RE/MAX 2000 Realty.
Actually, he'll be in the studio with us.
He will be.
As a matter of fact, he's here now.
Yes.
Yeah. You
Thanks very much.
Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for asking.
Did they take care of you with coffee and croissants at the door?
They did, yeah. Bill Macklem.
Yeah, well, Bill's good for something, yeah. No, Bill always takes good care of us, right?
He does. And Andrea Jacques brings us the lowdown on the Tri-Cities market.
Scott Douglas, who is the president of First Service Residential, North America's residential property management leader, will chat this morning about owners, strata councils, and property management companies.
And Donna Schmood of RE/MAX Masters Realty in West Vancouver will be here to chat about the North Shore and why it's a great place to live.
Why?
She's going to tell us why.
Okay. Sorry. It's 3 minutes after 10 o'clock now. You're listening to the Radio Real Estate Show on AM 650, and it's time now for our weekly mortgage rate update with Billy Mack, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Bill, what do you have for us this week?
I'll tell you, the rates are good. The rates are still good. You know, you're looking at a variable rate still at 2.45 to 2.5, which is probably pretty spectacular when you look at what else has been going on in the last 10 years. There's still some discussions, but not very loud, that there might be some movement to lower that prime rate from 3 down to 2.75. There's not a whole lot of stuff saying that's going to happen, but if you're looking at what's going on in the economy and the fact that we've had about 14 quarters of no inflation, there's a certain need to maybe move that thing around a little bit.
So you said the rates could be going down?
That's on the variable rate. On the prime rate,
Okay.
or excuse me, on the fixed rates, best fixed rate today is 2.99 on a 5-year close. Really
Because
good
when you
rate.
said that, every eyeball in the studio went, well, they opened up really wide. Oh, that sounds
I know,
good.
I saw it. Fixed rates are different than variable rates. So
Okay.
fixed rates, so if you want to qualify for a fixed rate, you want to get a 299 to a 305, 309, in that range. And, you know, 299 is bragging rates. It's nice to know that the rates have come down that low. But really, in reality, the difference between a 299 and a 309 is probably a coffee a week.
So all the realtors that are listening to the show today are going to run out and talk to their clients that, variable looks like the way to go.
I would think so.
Okay.
That's what I'd be recommending.
Well, our question this week comes from Kevin Healy of Mission. Kevin says, I found that the house I'm interested in purchasing was a former grow-op. Is there any way to obtain mortgage funds to help me buy the home?
Thanks, Sherry. Well, that's a great question from Kevin. That's has been an up-and-coming problem over the last few years. I guess this problem is going to eventually be solved, where the lenders are going to just say no. But right now, it needs to be remediated. We use Medallion, which is a remediation company. And to do remediation, there's two types of remediation. You have a client remediation, which means that I might have been living in his home and there might have been some accidental grow up of some sort, so I just found out about it. So I want to make sure the air quality is okay. But if you're doing it for lending purposes, it has to be a full done. So it's got to be mold, it's got to be moisture, it's got to be fungal, and it's got to be air. They have to have all of them, and it has to be done properly. And it's about a $500 fee to get that done. So if you're looking at a remediation and the invoice on the remediation is anything less than $500, you know that it was done for the client and not for the lending purposes. So you got to be very careful on how those things are done.
You just mentioned Medallion Homes. Is that Jesse, Medallion Healthy Homes?
No, not Medallion Homes. Medallion. It's a
they go out there and they go out there and they get in there and they take all the dirty stuff out of the house and they make your air clean.
Exactly.
Medallion Healthy Homes.
Very good.
Jesse.
Well, that's great.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm a little thick today.
Hey, Jesse, how are you?
Well, you can always get expert mortgage information online by visiting billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or call Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
In the next segment of our show, we'll be talking about court-ordered sales. We'll talk about foreclosures with our special guest this morning. His name is Brian Morrison. Is he related to Jim or Van?
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison?
Yeah.
But not Van Morrison.
He plays a mean guitar.
Does he?
Yeah.
Next time we have him on the show, bring the guitar. Because Bill could bring his accordion and you guys could just like...
You should hear us together. It's a fabulous duet.
Perhaps I shouldn't. Anyway, he'll be with us live on the airs with RE/MAX 2000 Realty, and we'll be talking about that right after the break.
And we'll take a look at the Tri-Cities market with Andrea Jacques of Keller Williams Elite Realty.
Good morning, it's Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty, Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, and our producer in A Control this morning is Paul Dembski, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hi, this is Donna Smood of RE/MAX Masters Realty in West Vancouver. I've lived here all my life and know this is a great place for you to live too. The North Shore offers everything. Spectacular mountain, ocean, and city views, apartments starting from $350,000 and up, and homes starting from $950,000 and up. When you are ready to buy or sell on the North Shore, give me a call at 604-803-0931 or visit my website at smoodrealestate.com. SMOOD. It's all about you.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
More than a third of Canadians plan to renovate or build this year. How many do you think get fair market value for their work?
Fair Trade Works introduces third-party construction advocacy to ensure homeowners are guaranteed quality and ensuring fixed costs at fair market value.
Our consultation and tendering process is free. Don't build without talking to us first.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
And now for something totally different. Listen and fasten your seatbelts. It could turn into a real adventure for you. Hi, this is Christina Watts. I'm a realtor with RE/MAX Real Estate Services, and my motto is, I love living here. Well, the question today is, do you? Imagine living an easier pace only 30 minutes from Vancouver in sunny Tawasin and Ladner and live the most relaxing lifestyle with a cosmopolitan center at your fingertip. Call me at 604-803-8342 or visit ChristinaWatts.com. And remember, I love living here.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to meet with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
Vancouver weather.
Well, it'll be mainly cloudy with a 60% chance of showers today. Highs about 14 tomorrow and Monday.
And tomorrow we have some showers with a high of 12. And on Monday it's cloudy with a 60% chance of showers.
Keep the umbrella handy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right now it is 12 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
AM 650.
Hear ye, hear ye. The court's in session. The court's in session now. Here come the judge. Here come the judge.
Hands up in the studio. Do you remember Shorty Long and Here Come the Judge?
No.
I'm glad you said that. And he's not from Winnipeg.
He's not.
No. But when I thought that, we'll be talking about foreclosures and court order sales, I thought that was a good lead into it.
It is.
And I called Bill the other day. I said, any realtors out there that handles this sort of thing? And like that, you said, yeah.
I did.
You did?
I did, yes,
Yeah.
I did. I did. Brian Morrison.
And it's a gentleman you've known for quite some time.
Absolutely.
That's pretty darn good.
I think you two have been in some trouble. Have you been in front of a judge together?
No, not together.
Good.
Together.
Maybe after today's show, you might be. So Brian came down to the studio today, and it's a pleasure to see you. Welcome to the program.
Thanks very much for having me.
Nice to have you here. So we're going to talk about some foreclosures and about court order sales. How is that different from just going out with yourself and looking at homes to buy a home?
Well, it's similar, but there's another step involved. Once an offer is accepted by either a bank or an insurance company, you would have 7 to 10 days to remove subjects. If you do that, it would then follow. It takes 3 weeks to get the property into court, and at that time, it would be then open for any other person to show up in court with a competing bid.
So this isn't a situation where I could say, "Hey, Brian, I really like this house, but you know what? I got to sell my house first."
Correct.
That doesn't work.
Yeah. No subjects. Subject to sale is
Subject-free.
just not accepted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Brian, I've done quite a few foreclosures myself. And one of the things that I found is people have this real misconception that they're going to get a great deal on this house. And so they want to only look at foreclosures. But that's a real huge misconception, wouldn't you say?
It is. It is. We see it every day in the offers that are submitted because it's not Phoenix or Las Vegas. It is. They're well priced, but there is risk involved. So in any case, it's not for everyone. There's certainly if you've sold your house and you're working with fixed dates. You could end up coming to court in 3 weeks' time and having 6 or 7 possible bidders there.
Right.
And your great deal of hypothetically $400,000 is maybe $470,000. I have seen offers in court on high property values go up as high as $400,000 or $500,000 over asking the accepted offer. We call it the trigger offer.
So if I make an offer and it's accepted by the bank, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get that house.
Absolutely not. Yeah. It's the first step. If no one shows up in court, definitely the judge reviews it, stamps it. You'll be moving in 10 business days.
So prospective buyer number 2 comes along, makes a bid. It's a sealed bid, I guess. We don't know.
Sealed bid. Yeah. Offer number 2, offer number 3, all in sealed bids. Everyone. It's a very fair process because in the open market, in a competing situation, you're competing against other buyers with price, subjects, date, deposit. In this case, everybody knows completion date's the same, no subjects, deposit. It's all based on dollars and cents.
It's the highest and best offer, and there's no auction involved.
Absolutely not.
People kind of get that misconception as well that, I can just up my bid and at the last minute.
It's a one-time shot.
It's a one-time thing.
There has been circumstances where multiple offers have come in where they're all very, very, very close to one another, and depending on the judge or the master, he will then send you out to rewrite. But I've seen it, I believe, 2 or 3 times in 20 years.
Let's ask our mortgage buddy, Bill Macklem, about this. Bill, are there funds available for this sort of purchase?
Yes, there is. Anybody that's doing a foreclosure would want to make sure that they're pre-approved ahead of time. So when Brian gives me a shout and say, I've got a client that's looking at buying this property, we get them pre-approved. So we get them approved, not pre-approved, but approved for that property. We get permission to get out there. We'll either do our own appraisal, we might do an inspection, because all that stuff has to be done ahead of time. So I ask his permission to do all those things so that when he makes his bid, he's now ready to rock and roll. He's now ready to make the bid. And he has some room. I mean, we're looking after one right now, and they asked what would be their upper limit. In the case that there's looks like there's more interest in it than what they thought, they let you know how high could they go to make sure this is the highest we can actually bid on this particular home.
Our guest this morning on the Radio Real Estate Show in studio with us is Brian Morrison. You're with RE/MAX 2000 Realty. What's your telephone number, Brian, if somebody's interested in this?
604-813-4700 is my cell. And the office in Guildford is 604-583-2000.
And you have a very useful, informative website?
I do. Thanks for asking. LowerMainlandHomes.com.
LowerMainlandHomes.com.
Yep.
And Brian's cell number is 604-813-4700.
Easy to get a hold of.
Well, just tried once and he answered the phone.
24/7.
Which is usually, I've called other realtors before, and it rings and it rings and it rings. Then they tell me that my call is important to them and leave my name and number, and I do, and they never get back.
I hear that
You
a
know
lot.
a few of those?
Not
don't
for
you?
me.
No. So you and Brian are two of the people that
That's
do, and Bill
right.
Mack, of course. Then there's Paul and I, who just, well, it's a different story. So tell me, Brian, dealing with foreclosures and court order sales, is that a little more interesting for you than just selling regular real estate? You can say whatever you want here.
Yeah, every day is new. Each case is different. Unfortunately, when you're working in this market, you have severe hardship. People have been backed in a corner financially. That's one, but other sides, of course, is health issues. A spouse gets sick, or they're unable to make mortgage payments. Of course, matrimony, marriage issues. But it's sad in a lot of cases. But the process is there. It's not like they're thrown out of their homes. Usually this is a 6 to 12 month process, and usually by the time it gets to me, a lot of times they're vacant already. There's certain risk in buying foreclosures, and highest risk is if the owner is still living in the property. Second on the totem pole would be if it's tenanted, and of course the lowest risk is if it's vacant. Each foreclosure is sold under a basis of as is, where is, meaning basically when you take possession of your property on that beautiful day, you open up your door, and if your fridge and stove is gone, or your toilet is missing, or someone's thrown a gallon of paint over your $1 million floors, there's absolutely no recourse, right?
So it's like the dramatic song, what you see is what you get.
Precisely.
Don't be asking the realtor to buy you a stove and a fridge. And
that's been known to happen, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder where.
One of the other things that people misconceive is that they can do a home inspection on a foreclosure.
Of course they can. Yeah.
It just can't be a subject.
Yeah. Exactly. So when they're presenting an offer, or their realtor's presenting an offer, we still accept subject to financing, subject to inspection, subject to title search. Obviously, we don't look at any type of disclosure statements, but they would have 7 to 10 days as per any other regular offer. Once those conditions have been removed, at that point, a report is written to the lawyer, and it takes approximately 3 weeks to get it into court.
Where do you get your listings from? Do you get those from the actual homeowner, or does it come from the bank?
Yeah, homeowners won't help us, but it comes from lawyers. It comes from directly from banks, also insurance companies such as CMHC or Genworth, Canada Guarantee.
And with a foreclosure, are you open to working with other realtors, or do you have to do the whole thing on your own?
Totally cooperation.
Really?
Full,
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's foreclosures for you, isn't it?
So again, I could get myself a good deal, maybe.
Traditionally, you could expect to say 5 to 10%, but depending on the market. All right. Right now, I'm in court 2 to 3 times a month, and in most cases, we're seeing competing. If it's single-family detached, you're going to be rest assured there's going to be a competing offer. Mm-hmm. Strata properties, up until recently, have been almost guaranteed no action, just a trigger offer. But the last month or so, it's been busy, and even strata properties are receiving multiple offers in court.
So as a prospective purchaser, then, do I need to have cash in hand?
Well, you have to be prepared to complete in 10 business days. When you're presenting your offer in court, you would have to have a bank draft for a deposit of usually 5%.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be included with your offer when you're presenting it. Obviously, if you're not the winning bid, you get that check back at that time.
when we do these kind of deals with foreclosures, we make sure that the client has a full package, so they actually know what they've been approved for, the inspection's been done, the appraisal's been done. The only thing that we don't have any knowledge of is what the final price is going to be. We do know when the closing date is going to be. We just don't know when the final price is going to be. And so when we sit down with the clients, we make sure that they're really aware of the fact that even though they're approved, this may never go anywhere because they may not be the successful bid on this particular property, especially if it's something in demand.
Yes.
And like Brian's saying, is some of these homes have been anywhere from $200,000 to $500,000 increase over value when they first did the first bid. So in a lot of cases, our clients, the ones that we're dealing with, probably couldn't afford that.
Yeah, I did have a foreclosure a couple of years ago in an area called Sunshine Hills in North Delta, and it went for $60,000 over the list price in court.
Wow.
So, I don't think they're all that great. You really have to love the house if you're going to go for a foreclosure, or have a really good reason of why you want that property. But it's not because it will be a great deal.
Well, Brian mentioned the fact that we're not in Phoenix, we're not in LA, we're not in Vegas. In Canada, the rules and regulations of foreclosures is there has to be fair market value, and fair market value is derived by the bidding process with people looking for homes. So they're not undersold, and a lot of people that go into foreclosure get the mistaken idea that someone's going to steal their home off them at less than market value. And in all the cases I've ever seen, and I'll ask Brian if that's still true, is that I've never seen anything sell for less than market.
Mm-hmm.
Very unusual. It's more the other way. It's something that I was in court last week, and the offer was, I believe, $52,000 over the trigger offer bid. And in my personal, it's probably $20,000 or $30,000 higher than market value.
So the home does sell for higher than market value. Does any of that money ever go back to the homeowner?
Of course.
Yeah.
If if there's, it doesn't go to the bank or the lawyers or the realtors, it would go to the homeowner if there's any type of excess.
So the bank takes what they need.
Yeah.
And if there's anything left over, it's yours.
Well, the actual court process is that there to protect the homeowner from banks or realtors or insurance companies from selling it for less than market value.
So as you both just said, there's nobody out there trying to rip you off.
No.
That's cool. It's really interesting. So again, Brian, could you give us your telephone number and your website?
604-813-4700 is my cell. The office is REMAX 2000 in Guildford, 604-583-2000. And anybody can contact me through my website, lowermainlandhomes.com.
And I'll give your cell number again, 604-813-4700, 604-813-4700. Gentleman's name is Brian Morrison, and if you're into it, we could have you back on the show again someday.
Anytime.
You just remember next time it's your turn for coffee.
No problem.
That a boy?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by today.
Thanks very much.
And if you want to hang out with us and soak up some of the ambiance,
I certainly will.
Whatever.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
All right.
It's Radio Real Estate, 23 minutes after 10 o'clock, and I think it's time now that we're going to get another special guest on the phone. Brian, yes, yeah, we're going to do that. On the telephone line right now is a lady by the name of Andrea Jock. She is with Keller Williams Elite Realty out in the Tri-Cities, and we are going to talk about Tri-Cities real estate. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Tom. Hi, Sherry.
Thank you for being with us once again. The first Saturday of May. How did April look in the Tri-Cities?
Wow, it's already May. April was so busy. It just flew by.
I hear you've been getting some multiple offers out there.
We are definitely in Central Coquitlam is especially busy. It's a great time to sell if you're thinking of selling.
Are you, like the other realtors in the Lower Mainland, still looking for listings?
Any home that's priced right and shows great sells very quick in today's market. So if you are thinking of selling, this is definitely a great time.
Now, if somebody's looking for a home this weekend out in the Tri-Cities, what do you have for them?
Today I'm featuring 3 fantastic opportunities in beautiful Anmore. If you can't find your perfect home, maybe custom home building might be a great option for you. I have 2 lots remaining in the prestigious Ridgewood Estates. Lot 12 features 1 acre backing onto GVRD parkland and is in a cul-de-sac location, listed for $689,900. And Lot 5 offers 1.3 acres with spectacular views and is on the market for $749,900. You can use the help of resident builder Marcraft Homes or bring your own builder in to do the job. Today I'm also featuring a beautiful, sprawling, custom-built rancher, almost 7,000 square feet, on a perfectly flat, park-like 1.14 acre lot. Come by and visit the open house tomorrow from 1 to 4 p.m. You don't want to miss seeing this immaculate home, listed for $1.689 million. Tonight at the Evergreen Cultural Center is the Cinco de Mayo party from 7:30 to midnight, presented by the Hot Salsa Dance Zone. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
Whether you're buying or selling in the Tri-Cities, call Andrea Jacques at 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124. Or visit pgmre.com.
Thank you, Sherry. It's 25 minutes after 10, 10:25, Saturday morning. It's May. Unbelievable.
Can you believe it already?
I can't believe it. In the next segment of the program, we'll be joined by Scott Douglas. Scott is president of First Service Residential, North America's residential property management leader. And this morning, Scott continues the Strata 101 educational series to explain the relationship between owners, strata councils, and property management companies.
And I'll have this week's celebrity real estate gossip. And this week I'm talking about some celebrities who are making real estate a second career.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Not as a realtor, but in building and renovating and building
and flipping and making
money.
Money.
And so we'll be talking about that.
Because I know some radio people that have gotten out of the radio business and got into real estate.
Yes.
And they suck at that too. Yes, it's true, and I won't mention any names. I'm just kidding. Good morning, it's Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty, Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Our producer is Paul Dembski, and you're listening to the Radio Real Estate Show on AM 650.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
There's a big difference between what contractors feel they should charge and the real price of labor and materials. We're proud to introduce a new system to drive quality, promote transparency in housing costs, and save you money.
Fair Trade Works' new system provides wholesale pricing on materials and pre-vetted labor, access to budgeted designers, and more. Details at fairtradeworks.biz.
We deliver on quality, we deliver on price.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Donna Smoot here from RE/MAX Masters Realty in West Vancouver. You may be getting ready to downsize your home, and this is great because it will give you more quality time to enjoy the lifestyle the North Shore has to offer. Hiking, skiing, golfing, the arts, and fabulous restaurants. For more information on downsizing on the North Shore, call me at 604-803-0931 or visit my website, smoodrealestate.com. That's SMOOD. It's all about you.
Hello, I'm Judith Harris, General Manager of First Service Residential. If we have the privilege to manage your individual investment home or condo, we use the utmost care and integrity in selecting and screening a tenant for your investment. We'll verify the occupation, income, references, and previous landlords of any prospective tenants to ensure your asset is protected and in good hands. If this is a pet-friendly home, we screen the pet as well. Our in-house licensed rental agents are a team committed to excellence in finding the best and most suitable tenant for every one of your properties. Please visit us at fsresidential.com.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
AM 650. Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
With 2 cats in the garden, flowers are starting to grow. Our house is a lovely home.
It is.
But you know what? I'm thinking that maybe it's time to move on to a house that maybe takes less maintenance.
Yes.
So maybe it's time to list my house with my favorite realtor, right?
Hey, I'll come over today.
Will you really?
I will.
Well, if I wanted you to sell my house, which I don't at the present time, but if I did, and I might know somebody who do, what's your number, Sherry?
My number is 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789.
And let's say that I needed some money to buy said house. I'd go to see Bill Macklem. And your number, Billy?
604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
Pretty cool. So I'll come and see you both after the show. Scott Douglas, who is president of First Service Residential, by the way, North America's residential property management leader, is on the line right now, and we're going to continue his series, and I think it's very interesting. Lots of things to learn here. Scotty, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Today we continue our Strata 101 educational series to explain the relationship between owners, strata councils, and property management companies. All 3 parties need to work together as they each have a responsibility to one another. Knowing how each group is able to work with one another is the key to building a fruitful management relationship. Let's start with the responsibility of owners of a strata corporation. The owners are responsible to follow the rules and bylaws of the strata corporation, which include how they conduct themselves and actions they must make. This could include the need to contact the strata management company to book an amenity room or to replace a lost fob. The Strata Council is responsible to the owners for acting in the best interest of the Strata Corporation. The Strata Council is the governing body for the Strata and makes decisions related to the daily operations and maintenance of your property. To do this effectively, a Strata Corporation usually hires a property management company to carry out Council's responsibilities. As a property management company, we are responsible to the Strata Council and owners. We act as the Strata Corporation's agent, and we carry out all actions that are directed by the Strata Council. We are also the primary point of contact for owners. We are available to answer a wide range of questions that owners may have regarding their account balances, the use of amenity facilities, move-ins, and anything to do with the daily operations of their property. Your management company is the conduit for information between the ownership and the Strata Council. Your Strata manager will receive correspondence from owners and assemble the information for the Strata Council to review and, if necessary, have it voted upon at a Strata Council meeting. Let's look at an example of how this works. If an owner wants to alter their Strata unit by installing hardwood flooring, they will usually require approval from the Strata Council before beginning work. The owner will submit their request in writing to the Strata manager. The Strata manager will ensure any needed information is gathered and will present the information to the Strata Council for review at an upcoming meeting. The Strata Council will discuss the request and then vote on the subject. Once decided, the Strata manager will be directed on how to proceed and will contact the owner to implement Council's decision as the Strata's agent. It's important to note that the Strata manager acts on the direction he or she receives from Council. Sometimes owners may feel that the management company is the one making the decisions when actually they are carrying out Council's directions for the Strata. You can now see how owners, Council, and your property management company work together. It is important to have the right property management company who is not only carrying out Council's decisions, but who also provides guidance and advice to both Council and owners. This is how we build strong relationships with our clients at First Service Residential. Next week, Judith Harris, our General Manager for Investment Properties, will be on the air to speak with you more about your rental investment. This is Scott Douglas of First Service Residential for Radio Real Estate.
If you have any questions about property management or if you'd like to book an appointment with First Service Residential, call 604-683-8900. That's 604-683-8900 or visit fsresidential.com.
Now it's 10:32 on the Radio Real Estate Show. 28 minutes now before 11 o'clock. Later on in the program, Bill, we're going to continue our discussion on
Canada Mortgage and Housing and the new rules they have for homeowners that are self-employed trying to buy a home and also second homes. So there's a bit of discrepancy there. So we're trying to find out, I've been looking on the sites all morning, trying to figure out that if you as a dad who has a CMHC insured mortgage because you just bought yourself a new place 5 years ago, and now your children, one of your sons wants to buy a property, like maybe you want to get him a place in Regina because he's going to go to university, and rather than paying rent, you're going to be buying a home in Regina for him, and so that's going to be a high ratio. We want to make sure that you can still do that even though your home is CMHC insured. We want to make sure that you can buy the second property or help your son buy that other property on a high ratio CMHC insurance.
Or just in case you want your son out of the basement, you send him to college in Regina and get him right out of the
Absolutely.
What we might do is maybe we'll open the phones, and if somebody has any questions, you'd be happy to talk to them.
That'd be great.
Okay. I'll give you the number now. It's 604-280-0650, 604-280-0650, or if it's a long-distance call, we'll pay for it. Doesn't matter where you are. On the other show I do on Saturday night,
really?
The Retro Rock Request Show.
I'm not paying for them.
No. But last week we had a call from Singapore.
Ooh,
really?
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Manitoba?
Yeah, Singapore, Manitoba.
Well, has it got Miami, Manitoba?
Bill, 604-280-0650 is the local number, and if you live in Singapore or Honolulu or Toronto or even the PEG, and you want to give us a call, or you're out there in the Fraser Valley, 1-877-280-0650. So we'll talk to Bill about those new changes coming up shortly, but right now, I hear that music, and it means it's time now for Sherry Brown and Celebrity Real Estate Gossip.
Well, thank you, Tom. Yes, today I'm talking about celebrities who make real estate a second career. From a Baywatch star to Vanilla Ice, some actors, musicians, and sports figures are turning real estate. Take Rob Van Winkle, a.k.a. Vanilla Ice. You know, ice, baby. He renovates, and he just bought a home for $630,000, and he thinks he can list it between $1.5 and $2 million.
No.
After the renovation, yes. And a show I used to watch, Baywatch former lifeguard David Charvet and Melrose Place man is now a developer of very luxury homes in Malibu. So he's got 6 on the go right now. and they range in price all the way up to $18 million each, so he's doing quite well. Sure. And Yankees baseball player Alex Rodriguez, who is serving a year suspension for violating the league's drug policy, is getting serious about real estate now. He's now co-founder of the Newport Property Construction Company, so he's finding some different ways to spend his time.
So it's not only broadcasting people that get into the real estate business, it's professional athletes too.
It is.
Go figure.
We have to make sure there's no grow-ups in those houses.
I don't know about that.
I don't think it was a grow-up, Bill. I think it was something else.
That's your celebrity real estate gossip.
If you'd like to get more celebrity real estate gossip online, go to our website, which is radiorealestateshow.ca. On the homepage there, you just click on it, right?
Just click on Celebrity Real Estate Gossip, and it takes you to our blog, or you can download the podcast or different segments of the show.
It's that simple. So it's radiorealestateshow.ca. That is our URL.
Yes.
I say URL all the time, but I have no idea what it means.
In our next segment, Donna Smoot of RE/MAX Masters Realty in West Vancouver will be on the line, and we're going to chat about the North Shore and why it's such a great place to live.
I can't wait for that. And also our award-winning mortgage expert, Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, will continue his series on the new CHMC rules and how they're going to be affecting the self-employed person that just might be looking for a few bucks to buy a place.
This is Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, our producer Paul Dembski, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hi, this is Christina Watts with RE/MAX Real Estate Services, and my motto, I love living here, has never been truer. Come to South Delta, one of the Lower Mainland's best-kept secrets, and fall in love with Tawasin, a vibrant waterfront community, home to a fun lifestyle-oriented people. Visit our website at christinawatts.com and enjoy our comprehensive inventory of fine homes in all price ranges, or call me at 604-803-8342. And remember, I love living here.
Hello, I'm Scott Douglas, president of First Service Residential. We're the largest residential property management company in Greater Vancouver. Currently, we manage over 45,000 residences located in over 430 strata buildings throughout the city. Our focus is centered around you, our customer. We know you'll feel the difference. Trust First Service Residential to professionally manage your strata corporation with our focus on customer service. Visit fsresidential.com today to request a proposal.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
More than a third of Canadians plan to renovate or build this year. How many do you think get fair market value for their work?
Fair Trade Works introduces third-party construction advocacy to ensure homeowners are guaranteed quality and ensuring fixed costs at fair market value.
Our consultation and tendering process is free. Don't build without talking to us first.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. As a successful broker-owner, I have developed a team of mortgage professionals that support me and my clients. If you're confused with all the mortgage chatter of do's and don'ts, my mortgage team is ready to answer your questions to determine the best mortgage for you. Call 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
Radio real estate weather, mainly cloudy this morning. However, there is a 60% chance of showers today with a high near 14 degrees.
And tomorrow it's just showers from 5 to 10 millimeters with a high of 12. And on Monday, cloudy with 60% chance of showers.
Don't forget, we're 1 day and 1 week away from Mother's Day.
Oh, I thought it was an Cinco de Mayo.
There you go, Billy. Yeah, it's 10:38 and it's 11 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show. That's Monday.
AM 650.
Cinco de Mayo. I'm glad you brought that up because I was kind of expecting Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass to come through here any minute.
Absolutely.
Little mariachi band, eh?
That'd be good.
That'd be nice.
You should have that.
Be better than this. Man, maybe not. 10:39, it's the Radio Real Estate Show, and it's time now to take a look at the North Shore. We've got our North Shore resident expert, Donna Smoot. She's on the line. She's with RE/MAX Masters Realty. Donna, good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
I'm quite surprised you're actually talking to us today because tomorrow is your big day. You're going to be running for quite a few hours.
Yes, I'm hoping to finish the marathon in 4 hours. I'm looking forward to it.
Now, this is the BMO Marathon, which is how many kilometers?
42K.
I'm getting out of breath just thinking about this, Donna. Come on.
Come and join me, Tom.
Well, I would, but you know what? I think I've got a plane to catch somewhere tomorrow. But I'll be rooting for you, and I'll be saying a couple of Hail Marys, too, because you know what? That can't hurt.
I guess not.
It'll be good. Everything will be good. We'll be looking for your picture in the newspaper and on TV, and we'll be talking about you on the radio, too. Now, before you go and put your running shoes on, we've got to talk about real estate. Let's talk about Donna Smood for just a minute or two, because as you know, Donna, we always have new people coming to the program, people that have never heard about you before, and I'd like them to get to know you just a little bit this morning. You are from the North Shore, right?
Yes, I'm from West Vancouver.
You've been there all your life. I won't ask you how old you are, but you've been there all your life, right?
Yes, I grew up here.
Went to school there. You love the North Shore. There's so many different reasons why people would love the North Shore. What are some of the reasons that you love it?
I love the outdoors. I love to run and trail run and ski and hike the grind and golf, and everything is just so close, and the people are really friendly, and the schools are really good, and the restaurants are great. It's just a lovely place to live.
Well, you've said this on the show before, but in the morning, if you wanted to, you could go skiing, and then in the afternoon, if you wanted to, you could go swimming.
Absolutely.
Or play golf.
Or paddleboard.
Or paddleboard. So is that one of the reasons why you decided to get into the real estate business and sell exclusively in North and West Vancouver?
Yes, I grew up on Sentinel Hill, and my parents loved buying real estate, and they loved real estate, and they own quite a bit of real estate on the North Shore, and so I just followed suit.
So it's been in your blood for quite some time.
Yes.
What would you suggest to people who maybe live in Richmond and they want to make that move to the North Shore? Would it be a worthwhile thing to do at this point?
Absolutely. They'd probably love North Vancouver, and they'd probably love the views and the mountains, and their kids could ski after school, and it's just different.
Let's talk about pricing, because I think a lot of people have this conception in their mind that you talk about the North Shore, the first thing they think of is the British properties, the first thing they think of is big dollars. But you have other locations as well on the North Shore.
North Vancouver is a lot more affordable than West Vancouver. However, if people are single and they're just buying 1 or 2 bedroom apartments, then both West Vancouver and North Vancouver have affordable properties.
Are there opportunities over there for investors as well?
Things are moving and prices are going up again right now, so it might not be the best time for investors.
Would this be a good opportunity if somebody is living on the North Shore, West Vancouver, North Vancouver, this morning, listening to the show, thinking, you know what, I'm thinking about selling my house. Maybe I should give Donna a call. Would now be a good time to get that home on the market if you're thinking about making a move?
This is a very good time to put your home on the market.
I know that you're working with a buyer's agent.
I've got an Asian buyer's agent who's got qualified buyers and clients eagerly coming into the North Shore and wanting to buy.
Before we went on the air this morning, we were having a little chat, and you told me you got a call from one of your clients who lives out in the Lynn Valley area. Tell us about that conversation.
I got a nice call this morning from a client that's thinking of selling her home in Lynn Valley and wanting to buy a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, preferably Dunderave, Ambleside, and like the ground floor because she's got a cat that she likes to take outside.
Maybe you can help her make a move. We can find a buyer, line you up, and then you can help her move into a brand new place.
Absolutely.
You have an open house today because I know tomorrow for the first part of the morning you're going to be busy running your little hiney off, but today you have an open house.
Yes, it's at 3665 Marine Drive in West Vancouver, the West Bay area. It's 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom home. It's a beautiful view, gorgeous view home. It's $2.68 million, and hoping for a good turnout.
It sounds like it might be a great opportunity for a family that's moving up in the world. Maybe their home right now is a little bit too small for them and they want to make a move. This might be a good thing for them to come and see, right?
Yes, if they want a gorgeous view, this is a great property.
Let's give the address again, Donna.
3665 Marine Drive, West Vancouver, West Bay area.
Fantastic. Now, I know you've got to go and get your runners on. You've got to go and do this open house. And then tomorrow, what time do you start running?
8:30.
I'll be thinking about you.
You do that.
I'd say good luck at this point, but I know you don't need it. Go make us proud, and I'll talk to you next week.
Okay. Have a great day. This is Donna Smood for Radio Real Estate.
To learn more about the North Shore Market, call Donna Schmood at 604-803-0931. That's 604-803-0931. Or visit Donna Schmood online at schmoodrealestate.com. That's SMOOD realestate.com.
And I think we should all wish Donna good luck tomorrow. She's in the BMO Marathon.
Very good luck.
Yeah.
Yes. Good for her.
I mean, we have trouble going from here to the coffee shop.
I've been thinking about running.
Have you?
Yeah. But
For
that's
what?
as far as I've got.
Oh, thinking about it.
I was going to run to the van.
I thought you were going to run for mayor of Surrey soon.
No.
Hey,
no,
that
she
spot's
did such
open.
a great job.
Spot's open.
Apparently, but those are big shoes to fill. She's done a fabulous job.
She has, but maybe the three of us were to run. Could we run the three of us as one entity?
We could do that.
And we
have different skill sets.
Well, some of you do, yes.
I'm not pretty, so therefore I'd
Well, that's
probably
true.
do something
I'll be
different.
the pretty one.
You
All
can
right,
be the
you
pretty one. Uh-huh.
And
Bill
Tom
can
will be the voice.
I'll be the voice, and you can be the smart one.
Well, I'll have to go study for that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll all have to study for it. It's 10:45. It's the Radio Real Estate Show, and I feel a little mortgage discussion coming on here.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, buy you furniture for your house, maybe a nice Chesterfield or an ottoman. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a K car.
Well, forget the car.
Yeah, forget the car.
We always say if you're getting pre-approved, once you've been pre-approved, don't go buy a car until you buy the house.
I say that to people all the time. They say, now you've been approved for the mortgage. We've done all the verification of your income, your debts, your down payment. You've been qualified for this. Do not go and talk to anybody. We had a client the other day.
To anybody?
Anybody.
Okay.
We talked to a client the other day. They said, well, okay, we're not going to talk to anybody, but we're going to go down to our bank that you're doing the mortgage with and open up our accounts. So they went down to the bank to open up their accounts. Well, then what's the bank do? Well, like you should have a debit card. You should have a security card, and we'll get you a Visa card. I'll put an overdraft on your. Guess what?
What? What happened?
Those three things impact your credit, and now it could actually disqualify you for your pre-approval.
No.
Absolutely. We forget about those things. You think you're being proactive, and I'm just going to go down, open up my account ahead of time. Just want to be just be on top of things. I don't want to be at the last minute. No, you got to be very careful on what you. So once you got your pre-approval, hang tough, get your offer in, get it closed. Make sure you got your instructions from your lawyers and from the bank. Go see your bank when they tell you to go see the bank. The bank will then tell you what you're going to do. Listen to them. Once you've moved in, then you're free to do whatever you want to do. But
once you're moved in, then buy the F-150
or the 45-foot boat, whatever you want,
or the new Audi, whatever.
Exactly.
But you'd think that these people have to go into the mortgage broker and then go to the bank. That somebody at the bank should know this kind of stuff and say, "Hey, hang on."
No, because the bank is there for a different reason. The bank is there to cross-sell you different products. So they're trying to cross-sell you a savings account, a checking account, a safety deposit box, a Visa card, a bank draft, insurance, and all these things are costly and they impact your credit bureau. So you got to be very careful on what you're doing. This is not what we call it. It's not something that's a friendly process. This is a business process.
So go and see the bank folks after too.
Exactly.
Okay.
And only go to see them when they ask you to come in.
When they ask.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good news. Now today we're going to be talking about the self-employed again, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking at another site here, just thinking about the fact that CMHC surprised the market last week by eliminating its insured second home and state income programs, and many believe that the Department of Finance, Canadian Department of Finance, has something to do with this because of the fact that they. The banks want to make sure they make more profit. Of course, we know that they're having a tough time with their profitability.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So let's talk about the second home because, just in case you had a child, you wanted to help them out, and you already have a home that's CMHC insured, and you want to buy a second place. How is that going to work now?
That's going to take some clarification. So what we've determined that in this particular case, if you were going to help the kids buy a second home, we would not go to CMHC for the second home. We would actually go to either Genworth, who's also a private insurer, does the same thing as CMHC does, which is a government insurer, or Canada Guarantee, which is also another insurer. This is a fairly new one. It's a newer one that's been out. It was around back in the early 90s, and then it disappeared. But then lenders actually brought them back on site. So there's a bunch of lenders that have brought this other one out. So there's actually 3 insurers. So you have 1 government, 2 private. 2 private people are going to be doing secondary homes.
So they're going to pick up where CMHC is stopping.
Exactly.
So there is a way around this.
There is a way around it. We all love CMHC. I mean, it's like going to your own bank. It's like going to your we think they're going to give us our best, looking after us the best way possible. And that's not necessarily the case. They're there for a reason. They've been around since 1951, the National Housing Act. They've been around since 51, so they've been there to help Canadians own homes. it kind of evolved into a much larger scale of what they were encompassing. But they are still known today as the best housing insurance program in the world. I understand from doing some reading out of the States that Ginnie Mae and Freddie Mac, the two other insurance companies that the Americans use, are being dismantled, and it looks like the Americans are still looking at CMHC as a way of doing their kind of program. Obviously, they won't call it CMHC, but the foundation of what we do in Canada, they're going to be taking them. CMHC is actually world-renowned and is around the world in various countries, helping them establish housing purchasing programs.
Well, that's good.
So now if we have somebody that comes to see you, they're self-employed, they want to talk turkey, talk about purchasing a home, talk about money, what do they need to bring with them, Bill?
We need to have a number of documents. So we need to have their notice of assessments. That will show what money they owe the government. And so one of the reasons why CMHC is doing this process, because it is from the Department of Finance, is that they want more taxes from the self-employed. And so they want to see what you owe in taxes. So most of us, if you make $100,000, we've kind of whittled our income down to $10,000 or $20,000, paying maybe $1,000 in taxes. So that's what they call a third-party proof of income. So CMHC will look at that. So if you only have $10,000 worth of income, to qualify for that mortgage, you're not going to qualify for anything. Mm-hmm. So from a CMHC's perspective, you are out of the market. So, but Genworth is keeping the program, and it's called a stated income program. So as long as it's reasonable and you have 10% down, they will allow you to declare what you would normally have made if you were showing your true income and qualify. But it has to be reasonable. Like you couldn't be a painter with a gross income of $150,000 and then declare that you're making $200,000 to qualify for a mortgage. That would be what they call a lack of credibility.
Just wouldn't be right.
It would be right.
So again, there's still other options out there for self-employed people. So don't panic, self-employed people. There are still options, and Bill can find you another route.
This would be something to discuss with Mr. Macklem when you go see him.
Exactly. And that our meetings are taking a tad longer than they used to. Because what happens is that people have to go through this whole process. So you're asking what they have to bring when they come to us. So we need those notice of assessments. We'll need your T1 generals, because T1 generals actually give you a better indication of where your money comes from than a notice of assessment. Notice of assessment is a summary. That's what it's called, summary notice of assessment of all your income. So you may have been taking out RSPs for the last 5 years and cashing them in, and so the T1 general will show where that income comes from. Or you might be on a pension, or you might be taking workers' compensation. So they need to know where that income is coming from so they can verify it. So they'll take your T1 generals, your notice of assessments. They'll need to have at least 2 years of business activities. And CMHC, if you've been in business for 3 years or longer, you're out of that game as well, unless you can prove your income. Whereas Genworth and Canada Guarantee will look at those options.
This is very interesting. You must, when you're not working with clients, must be studying like day and night.
I tell you, there's a lot of stuff to be reading. I'll tell you, the good thing that I have some recollection of what we did back in the 90s, because a lot of this is going back to the 90s and the late 80s of what we used to do in terms of lending, because the lending rules back then are very similar to what's starting to evolve in today's market.
I'm glad you have recollection, because I can't even recall what we did at the beginning of this show.
What show?
I think we said good morning, didn't we?
You can always get expert mortgage information online by visiting BillyMac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com. Or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Bill. In the next segment of our program, Finn Jensen will join us. Finn is our radio real estate home handyman. And this morning, Finn says those barbecues are becoming more and more complex.
This is Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, producer Paul Dembski, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hello, I'm Scott Douglas, president of First Service Residential, the largest strata management company in Greater Vancouver, proudly serving more than 45,000 residences. Speaking directly with our customers, we understand that owners look for strong communication and professional guidance when it comes to managing residences they live in. Our mission at First Service Residential is to deliver exceptional service and solutions that enhance the value of every property and the lifestyle of every owner. Trust First Service Residential to professionally manage your strata corporation. Visit fsresidential.com today to request a proposal.
Hi, this is Donna Smoot of RE/MAX Masters Realty in West Vancouver. I specialize in helping women find their new home, and I also help you get top dollar when selling. Call Call me at 604-803-0931 and let me put my extensive marketing plan to work for you. For more information, please visit my website, smoodrealestate.com. That's smoodrealestate.com. SMOOD. It's all about you.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
There's a big difference between what contractors feel they should charge and the real price of labour and materials. We're proud to introduce a new system to drive quality, promote transparency in housing costs, and save you money.
Fair Trade Works' new system provides wholesale pricing on materials and pre-vetted labor, access to budgeted designers, and more. Details at fairtradeworks.biz.
We deliver on quality, we deliver on price.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hello, I'm Christina Watts with Remax Real Estate Services. Today, I would like to ask you a simple question. Why choose me? The answer is complex, but if you like our simple philosophy of selling houses one relationship at a time, then let me put my 22 years of solid performance to good use for you. We are a small, distinct family business and know exactly how to take great care of you. After all, our motto is, I love living here. Let this be your inspiration for your dream property. Call me at 604-803-8342.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
AM 650. This old house is getting shaky, boys. This old house is getting old. This old house flips in the rain now, and this house flips in the cold.
This old house is starting to sound like the people on this show. Getting old, getting shaky.
Well.
Well, all right, for most of us. Time now to chat with Finn Jensen, our home handy guy. He's on the line. Finn, good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, Sherry. It didn't take long for the simple wood-fired grills and barbecues to evolve into an outdoor kitchen. What used to be a quick-build brick job with a thick iron rod grate on top is now a 4-burner gas-fired oven with a broiler and a grill. A few decades ago, we didn't even have that good a cooking appliance inside the house. Most homeowners have now equipped themselves with at least a good barbecue and are moving towards more complex setups with fridges and sinks. And people in new multi-family complexes, too, usually have access to state-of-the-art cooking facilities supplied to them by the complex agreement in place. It has become another must-have for outdoor-loving people in BC. And in view of all the stuff we accumulate and the space needed to store it all, it's no wonder home improvement workers are busy finding and developing the new space needed. It makes one wonder, what's next? This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
If you have any plumbing or air conditioning work that needs to be done, call Finn Jensen at 778-378-2740. That's 778-378-2740.
Our special guest on the program this morning was Brian Morrison with Remax 2000 Realty. And Brian, just a little thank you. Let's talk about one of your listings before we go.
Oh, thank you. We have an open house today out Morgan Crossing, South Surrey, from 2 to 4, 2501 161A. Complex is Highland Park. Nice little townhouse.
Yeah, nice area.
Beautiful.
Have fun with that. And Sherry, what about you? I know that you've got some open houses happening.
I've got a lot going on, actually. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to my mom.
Happy birthday to you.
It's her birthday on Thursday,
Mom.
so very excited about that. I don't know if she is, but... And I have a new price on one of my listings, number 512 Royal Avenue in New Westminster. This is at the Nurses Lodge. The price is now $525. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You have to take a look at that video on the website, and if you want to see it, just give me a call and I'll show you. And I am doing an open house today between 1 and 3 in New Westminster, actually. It's number 122 at 3 Rialto Court, 3 Rialto Court. It's a 2-bedroom on the ground level. It's just steps to the quay. And if you want to live in Venice, this is the next best thing, because this is a crazy building. It's right on, it's got like this water pond surrounding it. It's very cool.
Thought you were going to say there's water going through your living room.
No,
it's outside.
Does it have a dock?
It does not. It might have a little dock. I don't know. I
really?
will find out today. But it's $319. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Really nice unit. And I'll be there in New West today between 1 and 3.
And if you buy that house, you could have Bill come over and he'll bring you a dock.
He might build you one. Yes.
Yeah. So if you want more information on that one, Sherry?
You can call me at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789. Or go to my website at sherrybrown.ca. That's SHERI brown.ca.
Our house in the middle of our street.
I'm glad we have Brian with us because we could use the extra set of hands to go outside and pick up all the open house signs.
Absolutely.
Right? They're going
You know
in your
what?
trunk this weekend, all right?
And I think, is it raining? Because we're going to have to run real fast.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, are you here next week or are you doing something else?
No, I'm getting married.
Oh,
Get
he's getting
married.
Getting married. Oh, boy.
Congratulations.
Way to go, buddy. You're getting married.
Jeez.
Does the girl know yet?
Not quite.
Do her parents know?
Yeah, they do.
I see. Well, you getting married on the radio show?
No, unfortunately.
We could have saved so much money for you. You could have had the party in the basement of the house. You would have made profit.
I have a great idea. Seeing as he's maybe just a little shy about getting married on the radio, what we could do is when you're having the birth of your first child, we could do that on the show. How's that?
That sounds great.
Okay, we're in for that. Congratulations. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bill Macklem, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Billy,
Thank you.
it's the president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Go see him if you need some dough. You take
Yeah,
care of
I
you.
got people coming in today.
Talk
so-
about creative. Holy cow. Sherry Brown, thank you for being here as usual.
Thank you, Tom.
And our special guest in studio today was Brian Morrison. Brian, thank you for talking about foreclosures.
Thanks very much for having me.
We'll see you again.
Please, yeah.
Yes, and I'll be back at 6 o'clock tonight with the Retro Rock Request Show. Who knows where we'll get calls from, but tune in.
Miami, Manitoba.
Miami, Manitoba. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Mother's Day for next Sunday. It's Tom Lucas on behalf of all the zany crew from the Radio Real Estate Show saying thank you, bye.